Welcome back. The Fox 35 Care Force is honoring Health First nurse Judie Kent. She was driving to work last week when she came upon this crash scene. This is in Melbourne. Martin Johnson was riding his motorcycle when he was hit by a car. He ended up breaking his femur. He had several other fractures, but thanks to Judie, he will eventually get back on his feet again. And the two had a chance to meet on Monday. Take a look.
Without her help, I probably wouldn't have my leg anymore. I thank that trauma nurse a lot for saving my leg.
Wow, God bless. And Judie is joining us here in studio this morning to tell us more about what happened that day. First of all, great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
What an incredible day. So you're driving along, you're on your way to work. What is the first thing that you see or notice that day?
I noticed that a car was stopped in the middle of US 1. And I'm like, that's kind of strange. And then as I got closer, I slowed down and I saw that there was a motorcycle down. And he was actually under the car a little bit. So I stopped, I got out of my car, and I didn't hear any sirens. So I was like, well, I'm going to go over there and see what I can do to help.
So you had literally, it had just happened. You literally just came up upon the scene. It had just happened. So the person in the car, did you check on that person first, or did you go right to the motorcycle rider?
Right to the motorcycist.
So what did you notice about his injuries right out of the gate?
That his leg was broken. It was pretty badly broken. It was disformed a little bit, and then I noticed that his wrist was also broken. He was trying to get up, and I was asking him, please don't get up, it's okay. Just trying to keep him as calm as I could.
So what do you do in a situation like this? Because you do work in an OR, so you're accustomed to sort of like that triage type situation. What do you do?
My main concern was his leg. I knew he wasn't bleeding a whole lot, but the potential for bleeding could happen just because his femur was broken. So I was concerned about that. I didn't want him to get up. Like I said, he was trying to get up. He was in shock. So just keeping him still as I could and trying to assess the scene, make sure it was safe. I noticed he had a belt on, so in case he needed a tourniquet, I could have used it. But yeah, just kind of assessing the scene and trying to keep him as calm as I could, keep his leg where it was.
Because obviously you're in the middle of traffic. So I mean, at this point, right, were people stopping cars? Somebody was calling 911. I imagine it was a little chaotic around you.
Yeah, so when I got there was somebody on the phone with 911. So that was taken care of. There was a couple other people that stopped. There was one gentleman who ran up and was like, what can I do to help? And he grabbed my phone out of my car and grabbed me some paper towels because I was covered in blood. But there was a few people that were just standing there watching and not really doing much of anything. I don't know that there was anything that they could have done other than make sure that no other cars were going to come through and not see us.
Do you feel like your training really helped you to remain calm in this situation? Because a lot of people would have panicked.
I do. I was an ICU nurse for 5 years before I transferred back into the OR as a nurse, so I've seen a lot, I've been through a lot. I do believe that it did help me to remain calm.
When you were asked to go meet Martin in the hospital on Monday, what was that like for you to be able to then go back and see him and, you know, say, oh, hey, you know, have a, kind of a reunion?
So I actually, because I work in the OR, I saw him the day of the accident before he went into surgery. And I was just in shock at how good he actually looked that day. And he didn't remember me, which was fine. I didn't expect him to. But seeing him Monday was pretty awesome. He was doing much better. He told me he'd been able to walk a few places in the hospital, and then he got sent home later that day.
Wow, incredible. And all thanks to you. I imagine because you do this every day, you probably don't feel like a hero, but you are.
Yeah, it's just second nature, honestly.
It's really incredible. Well, God bless you. And
thank
you, Judie. We are
so
honored that you came to see us this morning. I bet your little boy is super proud of you.
He is.
Oh, she's a little 8-year-old at home.
Yeah.
So congratulations,
Thank
Mama.
you.
Thank you so much for being here with us.